Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mr. Reality from Reality Forecast and Reality Forecast on YouTube. I'm joined with psychic medium Liz Cross. How are you, Liz?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Be sure to check out Mr. Reality's remote viewing course. I get a lot of emails about, Liz, how do you do what you do? Well, go talk to Mr. Reality. Learn remote viewing.
If you're interested in that, send an email to remoteviewit@gmail.com, and one of these days I'll check my email and get back to you. This is a picture from McMinnville, Oregon, and the McMinnville UFO Festival is based on a UFO sighting back in a long time ago, 1950. Evelyn Trent was at her farm in Dayton, just an hour southwest of Portland, and took this object in the sky, this picture and this picture. So I was wondering if we could bring in that entity or that craft and see who was on it.
Oh my God, really? Okay. I've got it.
You've got it.
I do.
Is
What
it
would you, what would
native or is it not native to our little planet?
you belong on planet Earth? We would love to be on planet Earth. Okay, but did you originate from planet Earth? No, it did not.
And how many people are inside this craft, or how many entities are inside this craft?
Several dozen.
What was their motivation by coming here? Did they make a mistake by getting captured on film?
What was your motivation for coming here? We want to set the people free.
Well, you failed. So, did you
Right.
interact with people? Did you interact with humans? Did you do any abductions?
Did you do any abductions while you were here at this time? No. Did you interact with humans? Only from this angle.
I guess, what's the source of propulsion on your craft? And can you explain how it operates?
It's through energy.
Expand.
Right. What kind of energy? Um, it goes into frequency. So it programs itself to go into a hook onto a particular frequency, and that sort of controls it almost like a magnet.
Are they still alive or have they passed on?
They're alive. They're not in actual like physical bodies.
They're not in actual physical bodies. They're non-biological entities, or they're
No, they're energetic.
so why do you need a craft like this to operate if you're energetic beings?
Well, because they wanted to make themselves known.
So where are you from? Are you from a different time? Are you from a different planet? Are you from a different star system?
What is interesting, they say if we were just like energetic beings floating around up there, right? The US government or the governments or the military, they have something that can sense the heat sensors, right? So they would see all these strange sort of floaty things floating around. So in order to appease humanity, they like to appear in these spacecrafts.
Can you ask him to come back for the next UFO McMinnville UFO Festival this time?
Dressed as a human. While everybody's dressed as a UFO, and aliens are going to dress as a human.
Yeah, they want to set us free. So come and show yourself again. Land. What's preventing them from landing and engaging with the people?
It's too dangerous. It's far too dangerous to engage with people and land, and everything be taken apart and pulled, picked apart completely dismantled. What do you mean by wanting to set us free? You're all captured slaves.
Explain.
Oh, goodness, I knew you were going to say that. What do you mean by we're all captured slaves? We're stuck in the universe. We're stuck in this universal law, this universal energetic, barrier. It wants to free us. Now, as we know, aliens may not always have the best intentions. So just take that with a little pinch of salt, right? Because that's the way they kind of hook people into believing, and then they infiltrate the consciousness, and then they disrupt the consciousness. And next thing you know, when you pass, you cross over, you're going to the dark side. So you got to be careful of that. What so is that what ultimately you think freedom is? Freedom is releasing us from this source trap. Absolutely. And do you think it would be better for us on the other side? Yes. But how would you know that if you never have been energetically, trapped in this source trap? We don't know better. See, they don't know better. So why would you think that our souls would be better off over on that side as opposed to this side? We just are experimenting. So what happens to the soul when they do go over on that side? Yeah. Is it just that you want the energy that the soul provides? Absolutely. So, what I got very clearly just then, quite frightening, is that, they want to extinguish the soul, basically, but the soul is like the energy center, right? So, they want
Okay.
to harvest the energy from the energy center. But as far as like staying an individual and having all of this wisdom and, this ascension process and all of that's gone. So basically, let me ask them this. You want to take us from one slave trap and put us in another one? Absolutely. They just think that their slave trap is better than this one.
How many other planets do they visit where there's this type of enslavement happening?
That's a good question. How many other types of planets do you visit where there's this human or human like enslavement happening? Two others.
And what is your primary source of communication between your own species and between other species? Is that telepathic? Is that technological?
What is your main source? These are good questions of communication. Telepathy.
And can you provide any insights on the societal makeup of where you come from? Does it have structures in society? Are there classes? Are you all equal?
No, there's a hierarchy, there's a structure. They're not all equal. Some are lower on the hierarchy than others. They are not treated as well. They don't get as many privileges. But do you have money systems over there? No, they don't. They don't have a money system. So their hierarchy is structured much differently than ours. It's to do with like power, energetic power, not so much, over here, money is power, intellect is power, knowledge is power. Their power is on a different level.
Have they expanded out to other planets? And do they have settlements on other planets?
If you expand it out to other planets, no, they don't need to. Do you have settlements on other planets? No, they can visit and go wherever they want to go. They're not bound by universal source law.
Is this the craft that they traveled in? Is there a larger craft that this is more like a scout ship of?
Is that a scout ship? That's a scout ship, yes. Is there a lot? There's a big, big like mothership up there.
Okay. So on their mothership, how long did that take to get to Earth from where they originate from?
Ooh. Speaking in Earth time, how long did that take for you? About 15 years.
Okay. And how can I hitch a ride on mothership?
Oh, they think that's funny. How can Mr. Reality hitch a ride on my, where are you going? Do you just want to be dropped off down the road or you want to,
I've got a few places in mind. Yeah, there's a couple of red dwarfs that I want to go visit.
oh my God. Can Mr. Reality hitch a ride? No, he's forbidden. That's a shame. But mind you, in saying that, if you disappear, Mr. Reality, we're gonna know that you're on that spaceship
It's
somewhere.
possible. Are there other points or regions within our solar system, not necessarily Earth, that your species visits frequently?
Several.
Why do you visit there and what's there?
They study the energy fields, and the energy structure is much different to where they come from. So that quite fascinates them.
So this is 1950. It's almost 75 years ago. Have you been back to the Earth vicinity since then?
Yes,
And does Earth or its inhabitants have any type of settlements outside of Earth that you're aware of?
as in, sorry, repeat that question.
Secret space program. We want to know their opinion of what its reality is.
There's a secret space program.
Do are there human settlements outside of Earth that are inhabited by humans?
No,
Are there interstellar craft that are operated by humans?
interstellar craft that are operated by humans. Yes,
Hmm. Have you made contact with or other? Yeah, let's start there. Have you made contact with them?
no,
Are you part of a global authority or a Milky Way governmental system?
no. They're their own entity.
Okay. And can you share any knowledge about other interactions you've had with humanity outside of this 1950s picture?
They've had a lot of interactions with cattle.
Okay. Moo. Are you taking the cattle for a specific reason?
They like to study them and their energy.
Have you tried eating them? They're delicious.
They think that's funny. They don't need food. They just need energy
Okay. How long do you, as a species, live?
forever.
Okay. How long does this craft that I'm looking at, this scout ship, operate before it needs to be retired?
It's telling me about 200 years.
Do you use any artificial intelligence either in your craft or for navigation?
Do you use any artificial intelligence? Yes, but not as we know it here on the earth.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, thank you, McMinnville Lights. We're going to move over to, let's see, where should we go? Let's move over to the 1976 UFO incident over Tehran. Let's see if I get a picture of this. I don't think I can. But do you need a photo first to go in to see it, or?
I mean, it's beneficial, but not necessary.
All right. So in 1976, the radar captured a UFO over Tehran, the capital city of Iran, and they had a bunch of F-4 Phantom jets dispatched. And then they got confused and I guess they reported my weapon system failing.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that because immediately as you started talking and you said about the Jets, they scrambled them.
They scrambled them up. So was this entity, or can we pull in the craft that was seen by these fighter jet pilots in 1974?
I've got them, yeah.
Are they bipeds? Are they humanoid? Are they
No, they're
Physical, biological
completely.
beings?
Are they biological? No, they're not biological. They're energetic again.
And are they from the same place or are they from a different point of origin?
No, these lot are they're from far away, really far.
What's the desire to come to Earth? What were you looking for?
Exploration,
What
you
is
know.
known of Earth outside of Earth? How do they market it?
What for them to come here on holiday? How do you how what do you guys think of Earth outside of the Earth? Like, what do you think? What is known? It's a place, again, similar answer. It's a place where they've successfully trapped people, souls.
And you say they, who do you believe has trapped the souls here on this ball?
Who do you believe has trapped the souls here? Source and its hierarchy.
Are you beholden to source or do you have your own rule book?
No, they play by their own rules.
How many times have you visited Earth?
Many times, many times.
And let's ask you about your craft. So, why do you need a craft to come to Earth if you're interdimensional? Are you interdimensional beings or just energy beings?
Are you interdimensional? No, these beings are just energetic.
Is the craft that you were operating a like a warehouse for your energy? And how many other of you were traveling at this time?
There wasn't that many on this one. There was about three or four.
Okay. Was this a scout ship, part of a larger mothership?
No, this was their own individual craft.
What's the composition or makeup of the craft? How is it
Ooh,
made?
how is it made? So there's this metal that is not available on the earth plane. It's the best way to describe it is a metal substance. And that is, it's like a cloaking mechanism.
Okay. What is the main method of movement or propulsion, even though it's not really propulsion? I know it's like a flicker drive. How does it move through space?
How does it move through space? They move it telepathically. So their consciousness, their energetic consciousness is very powerful, and they can basically move it telepathically. But
So,
why do you need to be on a ship in the first place? Well, it's to hold everything together.
does it have an engine?
No,
Do they have like a roadmap of what area has what planet and what species? Or are they operating on a resonance?
oh, do you have a roadmap? No, they basically punch in an energetic coordinate and that takes them where they want to go. And they just explore. They like to explore the Middle East.
Do they like to explore what other planets have they explored that have a similar theme of source beings trapped in bodies?
What other planets do you like to explore? There's something that's not in this universe. It's far away. And those beings look very different to what we look like. And I'm saying, is that because there's another universe functioning simultaneously at the same time as this one? Exactly. So, how many universes are functioning at the same time as this universe that we're in? Thousands.
Is it a parallel universe?
Is it a parallel universe? No.
Okay. What is the navigational capacity or limitations of their craft? Can they move through, just star systems? Can they move through galaxies?
What can you move through star systems? Yeah, they can move through star systems very easily. What about they can hop over galaxies.
And how quickly does it take them to get from their point of origin to our soul star system?
Uh, how long does it take you in Earth plane, Earth time years, or Earth time? How long does it take you? So, Earth time, millions of years.
Do you have a history of your species, and did you at some point occupy biological vessels?
Did you at some point occupy biological vessels? No. Do you have a history? Yes. A deep rooted history. Yes.
Do you have any gods that you worship?
Do you have any gods that you worship? Ooh, it does not like that question.
Can you move through time?
Can you move through? Easily? Yes.
Are there any particular epochs of Earth civilization that you're most interested in studying?
Just the whole thing, really. I mean, we fascinate them.
Yeah, but you know, you can travel in time. What are you looking up? What do you want to see? Where do you want to go?
They like the land structure. They like the water, the mountains, volcanoes, ocean. They quite like how that's structured. They don't have any of that.
What makes Earth unique?
Everything about it makes it unique. Especially the souls living on it. The fact that there's a gravitational pull to keep the souls here on the earth plane.
Can they get out of their ship and, you know, float around as energetic beings
Can you get out of your ship and float around it? Yes, absolutely. But why would we want to?
to smell it for yourself, to see it for yourself?
Oh, do you have a sense of smell? No, they do not.
Is there any message or advice you'd like to tell humanity based on your observations and experiences?
Any advice? Your consciousness is being held back. It's not being allowed to go as far as it possibly can.
And what do you think's holding it back?
What do you think is holding it back? The powers that be.
And can anyone hitch a ride on your ship?
You're still trying to hitchhike. Can anyone hitch a ride on your ship? No, they're not here at the moment.
Are
When
there
you come
others?
back, will you pick up Mr. Reality? No, we have to leave him on the earth plane.
Are there other species that may be more willing to accommodate hitchhiker requests?
Ooh, are there other species that would be more willing to accommodate hitchhiker requests? They think that's hilarious. They're laughing at me.
It's a serious question, bro.
Oh, it's a serious. Oh, sorry. It's a serious question. There are. We'll send the message. Oh my God. Now you're gonna disappear. Oh God. Then you'll
Thank
turn
you.
up
Good night,
like
everybody.
you'll turn up 10 days later in a
They're
desert
like,
or
they're pressing a
something.
button on the ship right now. Go get this dude.
Oh my God. Don't do that. You're gonna make them come get you.
No, my dog wouldn't allow it. She would definitely put a stop to that. I think they're afraid of animals. What do they think about? Well, I guess thank you to them. I guess that's the we'll end it there. I know we've talked to some ETs, and just to give you a flavor of what their background is, I thought that would be fun. Maybe we'll come back to this again another time. But thank you, Liz, and thank you, extraterrestrial, biological, non-biological, energetic beings, for joining us today.
What
And
is it?
thanks for
The
listening.
bar? What is it? The bar? Is it Star Wars or Star Trek where you have all those like creep factor things floating around? What is that? Is that Star Wars?
Oh, nothing can get through. I'll turn up the 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 force field.
right, this was really awesome. Thank you for putting this together. Don't forget, guys, Mr. Reality has a tip jar down below in the comments. I think he did a great job. Show some love. Thank you.